Slapped out by the attack. Zayne Parekh will make a pass up ahead. Sapovalov over the line. Squeezed to the boards by Cedric Guindon. Trying to get it ahead to Landon Hookey. Open door there at the bench, so they had to be careful not to get shoved in there. Meanwhile, Parekh holds it at his own blue line, and he'll make a pass up the middle that is turned over. Guindon kicked it off his skate, couldn't find it though. Here goes Christopoulos, he'll dump it in. Connor Smith tried to step up on him, and if this is just like Monday night, Connor Smith will be throwing the body early. One-time shot there by Beck, and it was kicked aside by Carter George. Beck gets it back, drop pass for Bloom. Bloom goes cross crease, no connection made there, and Owen Sound will poke it to the blue line and not out. Just kept in by Owen. He gave it off to Guindon. He went across. This one's going to roll in on net, so Andrew Oak will shove it aside to Beck. Owen Sound is changing, and the Spirit begin to break out of their own end. It's Josh Gore. Gets it across the red line and dumps the puck in. Zayne Parekh, little edge work there. Didn't take the puck. I think he was just trying to shield Gore away from it. Sapovalov down low. Owen Sound pokes it out in front, and Braden Hache will get it out of harm's way. Now up ahead to Willis. Sapovalov's going to the net. Nice move here by Willis. Goes across to Parekh. Parekh with the shot. He scores! Zayne Parekh opens the scoring in game number 4.
The sensational draft-eligible prospect gets himself wide open after a clean breakout out of their zone. Joey Willis avoids the hit coming from Servac Petrosky and then sets up the right-handed shot defenseman who's joining the rush, and he snaps it by the glove of Carter George. Right here, you're going to see him hesitate and then find that opening right under the glove of Carter George to make it 1-0 for the Saginaw Spirit.
33 goals in the regular season, and Zayne Parekh, his electrifying campaign now carries over into the playoffs as he will get the goal there just ahead of the 4-minute mark.
And they want to have rest for the next series, so for them, they've come out flying.
Yeah, rest could be very important considering the fact that London's up 3-0, Sault Ste. Marie's up 3-0. So those heavyweights in the West hoping to get their first-round series out of the way very quickly. Donovan sends it up, but Mangoni can't take it. Steen countered, but it went right to Zayne Parekh. Parekh at the red line. Passes it across, and it's sent in by Moore. This one kicks off the end boards. Owen Sound will sweep it out. Parekh is back in the neutral zone. Moore takes a hit from Connor Smith. That's the one thing you want to see in the first round. You want to see competitive action. Here's Willis. Took a shot. It goes off of a skate. Roller towards the blue line. Willis ended up passing it towards Tails Jordan, and he didn't have a play, so he just sent it out of his own zone. Back to get it now is Zayne Parekh. And Parekh will stop up at the side of his own net. Makes a pass as he gives it to Braden Hache, and Hache carries it right in. The big man takes a shot. It was blocked. Willis on the follow-up, and a save made by Carter George. Shots are 6-1 right now in favor of the Spirit. And very similar to Monday night, Owen Sound's really going to have to work for their chances. Willis now going to flip the puck in. Off the end. Understandable for Carter George to be tired. He played a ton of hockey in the regular season, but in the playoffs, those kind of players, they take it to another level, and he is battling through. You have to think he's got some wear and tear from the course of this season. Here's Zayne Parekh to the blue line, and he made an extra move that ended up sending Josh Bloom just a step ahead.
This is his 60th appearance of the season. In an OHL regular season, you play 68 games. He nearly played the entire calendar season for the Owen Sound Attack in one shape or another during parts of games, but he's been outstanding for them all season long.
He'll be back next year, will Carter George. He'll be in somebody's system in the National Hockey League as they'll hear his name called in Vegas this coming June. Over the line is Owen Beck, stops up right to the middle. Nice pass towards the front of the net, a save by George. Bit of a roller as it hopped up on the stick of Bloom. As he's
promising to be a good OHL goaltender. He played against the Saginaw Spirit in his one outing in the regular season and played very well.
Here's Owen Beck. Cross ice, one-time shot, Bloom, deflected in front, and hard on the stick there was Sam Sedley to Nick Sima. Sima out of the corner, banks it, gets it ahead to Sebastian Gervais. Gervais for Hay. Hay threw it right in front of the net, trying to jam it home with Sima. Now Zayne Parekh got it towards the front of the net, a shot off a stick and up into the netting, but it's all
big hit or some way to get your team going and get the crowd into it.
Well, it's fourth line against fourth line here as we come to the midway point of the first. Waddick passes it to Stewart. Stewart runs right through his man.
So far this series, and look for them to really bear down and get another big kill led by the efforts of Connor Smith.
Face-off won by the Spirit, but they push it out of the zone, so Parekh will go back. Burrows and Gore are out there. Owen Sound had 10 shorthanded goals in the regular season. And we were talking about it over the course of the final few weeks. I think this is an attack team. Maybe you just got to take your chances. You're the underdog here. You're down in the series. Try and get aggressive, but this is what could happen. Zayne Parekh was trying to split through the D. Tails Jordan will pin it on the boards, trying to replicate his great penalty kill effort from Monday night as he's got it sealed on the wall. Players jamming away. It comes loose. Pulled out there by Burrows, but it came back to Parekh. Send it across to Sapovalev. Back to Parekh. Parekh will switch spots with Haight. Parekh takes it down to the goal line, swings it out for Mangoni, but it's knocked out to the line by Gore. Just kept in by Haight. Goes cross ice, Sapovalev takes it deep in the zone. Back to the top of the circle, Mangoni. Parekh takes a shot, blocked by Gore. Gore gets it out, and taking off is Ethan Burrows. He could have a shorthanded break. Ethan Burrows on the puck, but he's running out of real estate. Spins trying to find Colby Barlow, and it's blocked by the Spirit. Didn't get having words with Braden Hache. They might drop the gloves. Hookie's giving him the challenge, but Hache not going to accept the invitation right now. Now Hookie for Guindon, ahead for Sam Sedley. The D-man banks it into himself, trying to use the Bayshore bounce. Got cut off by Moore, and then Owen Sound will have to retreat back. Not wasting any time, they immediately get it back up ice. Sedley over the blue line. Sam Sedley stops up, was trying to make a play, and he was stick checked as it's alley-ooped ahead. Sedley knocks it down.
Waved off. All it does is have to pass by a centimeter.
Now Parekh, side of his own net, will pass it to Donovan. Headmans the puck to Michael Misa. Here goes Misa, the exceptional player. Gets it through, a shot over top of the goal, and it'll carry him out into the neutral zone. Bishop gets it to Parekh. Turnover here as it's stolen by Ben Cormier. Cormier for Nancy. Nancy hit on the half boards. Good job to fight through. Gets it down low. Parekh hit by Cormier and McHugh, as taking the puck is Misa. Misa looking for a return pass. Instead, joining the play is Will Bishop.
After the first two games, Owen Beck had 6 points. Now he's held off the score sheet in game three rather. First game here at home, but he's been outstanding all series long.
Hache on the glove down. Fires it over to Parekh, trying to get it ahead as it goes into the Owen Sound zone. Sapovalev is there. Now the puck pops free to Landon Hookie, and Hookie loved it down, but it went right back to the Spirit. Good play by Parekh to keep it in as he moves to the middle of the ice. Parekh on his forehand takes a shot, high shot. George to save, he juggled it. And Owen Sound did a good job keeping the Spirit away from their goaltender, who covers it up.
Just off his stick, and it's in the throat area of Carter George, and that makes it really hard for him to corral.
Hache out at the point. Got it into the corner. Haight was trying to jump into a hit on Connor Smith. Breaking up ice is Colby Barlow. Pass out towards him. Intercepted by Hache. So Owen Sound really trying those stretch passes right now. Again, we talked about them maybe just needing to take chances. Game tied 1-1. 2.5 minutes left in the first. At our next stoppage, we'll go ice level and join JC Coots, who will set up our first intermission as Matt, and they do win it. Sam Sedley high off the glass, gets it out. Donovan hit by Burrows, taking the puck now is Servac Petrovsky. Stops up, leaves it for Burrows. Burrows takes the shot off the shoulder of Oak. It comes out now to Tails Jordan. He tried to get it to the net, it was off of a stick. Sedley's gonna pinch down the boards. Poked into the slot, and it comes back to Sedley. Takes it to the right blue line, a shot blocked by Mangoni. He doesn't know where it is. Pop free now to Gore. Gore throws it towards the front of the net. He was trying to get it to Burrows. Petrovsky swinging a miss on the shot. Now away with it comes Michael Misa. Over the blue line, he splits right through. Misa fires and he scores! What a goal by Michael Misa, and he restores the 1-goal lead.
The exceptional status player does something special on the...
Trying to time it for Donovan going to the goal. Donovan on the cycle, gets it deep for Sapavelev, who pitches it out in front, but it comes right to Denny Gore. Backhanded out. Here's a chance for Burrows. Overskates the bouncing puck, and he'll dump it into the Saginaw zone. Owen Sound changing, and Saginaw's not going to waste any time. Parekh on the quick up, gets it to Christopoulos. Bloom was onside by stretching out the leg. Now Parekh got by him. Could be a 2-on-1 Owen Sound. Barlow with Gaindon. Barlow takes a shot, and he just wired it over top of the net. Kept it at the line by Steen. Barlow knocks it down in the corner, tries to get it out in front. Hookie on the spin, and what a save made. A left pad stop by Andrew Oak. Owen Sound trying to generate some offense here in the early going of this second period, down by a goal. Bloom for Beck. Beck charges through. He's knocked to Saginaw zone. Hay left it off for Go. His pass out misses. Connor Smith getting ready to fire it back in, but he hit his own man. Now Hay gets it up to Sema. Burrows finished the check. Knocking down the puck is Connor Smith. Into the corner, tries a reverse hit. Turnover, however. Beck on the centering. Hay trying to go across the crease. Couldn't get a clean shot off. Parekh at the point. Turns it to his forehand and fires it back in. In the corner is Sema. Sema trying to twist and turn, passes to the slot. Owen Sound intercepted for a moment. Point shot stopped by George, and the attack will clear it out. Starting to look like the early stages of period number 1 here now, as it's all Saginaw with 4.5 minutes gone in the second period. Carter George will backhand it around the wall. Denny Gore back to Madden Steen. Gaindon was trying to tie up Hunter Haight, and Haight did a good job just to take the defender in and move it ahead. 3-on-2. Beck can't get it off the boards cleanly. Down low now. Wheeling and dealing. This is Willis. Willis will stop in the corner, gesturing a lot at the Saginaw bench.
He gave a healthy hack to the best player on the Saginaw Spirit. See what Zayne Parekh does now that he has the puck.
Gives him another whack as Parekh dumps it in. Parech's going to come down the boards to force the hand of Hookie as he flips it out. Neutral zone, the puck sits there and pulled in here by Gaindon. Turns it over. Across the line, Sapavelev. Nice drop pass for Parekh. He fires it. Was wide on the glove side. Kept in at the blue line by the Spirit. James Petrovsky avoids the hit. Reverses behind the net, and Sam Sedley can't make the pass ahead. James Petrovsky will try the other side. Barlow deflects it out, and Hookie will chase after this one. Gets it around Zayne Parekh. Here's Landon Hookie. He's tripped up. A penalty about to be called. It'll be a tripping minor, so the attacker heading to the power play.
Everybody in the Bayshore wanting a penalty shot, but he did not try and get a shot off. There was no attempt to make a play at the net. It's a correct call is made. 2 minutes for tripping. Signaled by the official. You can see there on the replay, he's not taking a shot, so that's one of the criteria that you're looking for as an official.
Puck sits there in the restricted area as George was waiting for it to come to him. Now Owen Sound will be tied up on the end boards as James Petrovsky looks out. Good saucer pass, nice touch by McHugh to leave it for Crawford. Crawford with speed, ran into Dionisio, and he throws a hit of his own on Moore. Once again, the attack D forced to go back. James Petrovsky caught a hit. Teos Jordan caught a high one there. Bodies flying around right now as Zayne Parekh swings it across. Dionisio waits, back to Parekh. Parekh with the shot, and that's off the glove of Carter George. Came out there to challenge and got a piece of it. Dionisio steps in and lets it go. That deflected shot was stopped. The attack trying to clear to relieve the pressure, they will. This one was touched by Parekh, so icing waved off and the attack can change. Zayne Parekh up to the blue line. Deflected in, off the end boards. Carter George sends it right up the middle, clears it himself. You don't see that too often, at least during 5-on-5. Now Denny Gore on the interception. Battles in front of the penalty box. Haight trying to get it over the line. Connor Smith going back. Christopoulos bearing down on him. Sends it to Denny Gore. Gore. Dawn will take the face off against Sapavelev. Gaindon trying to poke it back. Bloom came in there, pucking some skates. Shot by Barlow on net. Oak the stop. And he covers it up as Hookie and Hache have an exchange. We'll see if anything gets called here.
Now Josh Bloom's jumping into the mix.
Trying to pull it right back to Colby Barlow. And it's won by the Spirit as Zayne Parekh Immediately skates it out. Nice pass up to Bloom, over to Sima. Sima shot off the stick of Carter George. It'll go up into the netting and out of... But Owen Sound got it. Hookey won it back. Connor Smith on the flip. That's, ooh, I thought it was going to go out of play. Dangerously close. It stayed in. Bloom with a little head fake. His pass went off the skate of Sima. Carter George will fire it up the wall. Hookey got it around Parekh. Backhands it up ahead. Found Guindon. He's got Barlow joining as Barlow wants the trailing man to get there. Behind the net. Guindon gets it from Hookey. Got by him, out to the point, Tails Jordan. Connor Smith trying to take a shot, knocked away from him. Sima up to Bloom, they've got a 2-on-1. Josh Bloom takes it wide, passes it across, one-timer, scores!
Their strength is when they have the puck, so the attack really need to strengthen up on the draws.
Another face-off potentially for the Spirit. It was quite a saw-off. Owen Sound trying to clear. Parekh steps around Burrows. Burrows will have to get back to try and get position as Parekh wants it at the line. Instead, Sima goes to work in the corner as he's out there playing once again with Bloom and Beck. Beck in the corner, trying to get it through to Parekh up into the air. And Zayne Parekh keeps it in front of him. Run off the puck by Burrows. Here's Denny Gore. Gore, drop past Tails Jordan, trying to get a shot off, and it's blocked by the Spirit. I think Owen Sound would have, in an ideal world, got that puck to Ethan Burrows. It just never developed. Now behind the net, Burrows does knock it down. Turns away from Parekh. Passes it to Servac Petrovsky. Backing up a shot, deflected just wide. Denny Gore got a little tip on that puck. Now James Petrovsky steps around Bloom. Gets it to Servac Petrovsky, whose shot went off a leg. Servac Petrovsky's wrapped up here by Hache. Coming in is Hookey with a hit. Owen Sound changing, and Connor Smith just couldn't get to the blue line in time. Dumped back in by Tails Jordan. Owen Sound's onside. Slowed down for Hache. Tried to go up the boards. Barlow blocked it for a second, but it's played out to the neutral zone for Sima. Sima late in the shift. Drop past Willis over to Parekh. Parekh down low for Sima. Couldn't get a stick on it. Now behind the net there was Hay. They couldn't get it to him. Now a pass up the middle comes to Gore. He and Burrows are at the far blue line, and they won't be able to make anything happen here. 80 seconds remains in the second period. Christopoulos now trying to split through. Toe drag, puck rolls into the corner. Shot it around the boards. Jackson Stewart flips this one right up into the rafters.
Here in the Bayshore.
Face-off is a scramble with Christopoulos getting it out to the blue line. Parekh goes across, shot by Hache, was stopped by George. Rebound there, and Christopoulos hammered it into the corner as he hit the official. The attack just want to get it out, and they will into the neutral zone. Here goes Declan Waddick, poked in by Jackson Stewart. Trying to block the pass by Oak, and Parekh will head man to Christopoulos. 2-on-1 with Hay. Alex Christopoulos passes across, stopped by George. Carter George doing the splits.
It's outstanding the amount of shots that the attack allow per game. Last year when I was interviewing former head coach Greg Walters, he mentioned that they wanted to be under 29 per game. Well, that has not been the case for the majority of the season this year.
Yeah, on average, Owen Sound allowed 36 against per game, so yeah, not exactly 29. 25 seconds left in the second period. Josh Bloom takes a shot in front, deflected by Sima. Nick Sima is having a heck of a series here in Owen Sound. Now Colby Barlow with a dozen seconds left on the clock, sends it up to Landon Hookey, gets it to Guindon. At the blue line, Owen Sound will chip it in. Barlow's going to go in on the forecheck, and Beck will shoot it around the boards, and that will do it for period number 2. As the Saginaw over to Hache, who steps into the zone. Fresh off the bench, Hache throws it to the front of the goal. It's off of a leg. Puck sat there for a second, and Cedric Guindon pounces on it. Bang pass up to Barlow as he tried to spin around Parekh. Parekh got a piece of it. Now Connor Smith gives it to Colby Barlow as Barlow, the attack captain, drops it back to Braden Rogers. Rogers up to center ice. Guindon swept off his stick. So Owen Sound not really making any forward progress as there's 15 seconds left in the offsetting minors. Cedric Guindon will skate it through the neutral zone. 1 against 3. Guindon, nifty little move, but it rolled a little too far and went in on net as they've been chatting all game. Linesmen are going to get in between.
appears to be that they might just take the one. No, Hache and Hookie are going to the box as well. Unity, and who gets the puck? No one else but Josh Bloom. Gets a golden opportunity inside the slot. It just goes up and out of play.
Face-off is to the left to Carter George. Servac Petrovsky will take the face-off. Scored Owen Sound's only goal to this point, a shorthanded goal. He had one shorthanded goal during the regular season as part of his 20-goal campaign. Sam Sedley's going to sky the puck out. Jackson Stewart will go in after it. Zayne Parekh going on the edge work there, trying to escape, and look at him go. Absolutely flying, but he got stopped as Jackson Stewart roughs him up, and a penalty's going to be called. Now Parek's going to let it go by. That'll be icing, and Jackson Stewart is heading to the penalty box. Player amassed as many PIMs as Jackson Stewart. Now, of course, with the fight limits and some other additional measures implemented into the league, the penalty minute totals don't climb nearly as high. Hunter Haight, little fake, goes behind the net. Mid-blue line, Zayne Parekh, second power play of the game for the Spirit. Misa into the slot, Mangoni the shot, and a save is made by Carter George.
Last period, potentially the last period for Carter George to show scouts what he's got. There's a few in the building taking notes, as he's one of the highly touted goaltenders for this year's NHL entry draft. He might get a call to play for Team Canada at the World Under-18s that are coming up next month as well. For Carter George, he wants to go as high in the draft as he possibly can.
I don't think there's any doubt that we'll see Carter George wearing the maple leaf again. Here's Sapovalev over the blue line, and a drop pass, nobody there. Barlow chips it out to Servac Petrovsky, and he'll shoot the puck back into the Saginaw zone. Winding it up is Hunter Haight, and Haight comes right through the middle. Angled to the boards, and a nice pass to go through to Parekh. Over now to Sapovalev, a shot down low, save made by George. The rebound is handled here by Parekh, and he hooked that one a little too much. You can see him put his hands in the air as he missed all of his teammates. It goes all the way down. 50 seconds.
Say it all the time. Go there on Thursday night, wing night. Best wings in Owen Sound.
If you want to pick the brain of an Adrian Musso during the offseason, there's exactly where to go. We'll see you there on Thursdays as it's Parekh on the power play. Over to Misa. Misa into the slot, follows up with a shot, and Carter George will make the save. We can't write the attack off yet. There's still 13-19 to go. It is a 4-goal deficit as Saginaw just looking to take this one down to the finish line to get the series sweep. And you talked about rest being important for Saginaw. London looks like they have a chance tomorrow. Well, they do have a chance tomorrow night to sweep the Flint Firebirds, and the Sioux about to sweep the Guelph Storm. So you want that rest, and more than likely, I guess you can definitely say pretty much, it will be Sioux and Saginaw in the second round.
Two teams that have played each other often this season. They're very familiar with one another. It's going to be interesting, the division rivals going head-to-head in the second round.
Yeah, that's barring London getting upset, already up 3-0, as Parekh takes a shot right off the post. What a shot by Zayne Parekh. Nearly picked his spot, just inches away. Now Parekh goes across to Haight, who takes it down into the corner. High in the zone for Misa. Misa, top of the right circle, Haight, toe drag shot, and the save is made. In this board battle, we'll see the puck come around the wall. Parekh on the spin, stripped of it by Ethan Burrows. And Burrows goes up against Mangoni, tries to go around the forward, who did a good job getting in front of him. Barlow ran into Parekh behind the net. Burrows finishes his hit on Mangoni. Up ice is Zayne Parekh. He's leading the rush. Parekh, toe drag shot, and a good release there. But it goes right into Carter George, who will make the save.
I feel like we've been talking about Zayne Parekh all game because he always seems to have the puck. But right there, he makes the breakout in his own zone. Barlow tries to throw a hit on him behind the net. He eludes that hit and then is the leading rusher on a 3-on-2 and gets a shot on goal nearly 7 seconds later. It's incredible, this player, the pace that he plays at.
I just couldn't believe how quick he was up ahead leading the rush. Dionisio for Bloom. Spirit control it off the face-off. Here's Hunter Haight on the drop pass for Zayne Parekh. Haight down to the goal line. Here's a pass across as they tried to hit Misa coming in on the back door. Zayne Parekh at the blue line. Back to Hunter Haight. Losing a glove in front with Sapovalev. He'll get it back on as Misa fans on it, but it went right down to the side of the net. Sapovalev for Haight. Haight gets shoved to the boards by Ethan Burrows. Burrows plays it to Connor Smith. Tried to go right up the middle. Blocked by the Spirit. Mangoni is knocked down by Teos Jordan. Haight falls to the ice, and Connor Smith will take it. And why not go for a rush? The big rig will take it himself. Spins back. And Connor Smith will hold this puck for the time being. Mangoni hacking away at him, and he sends it right up the middle. Intercepted now by Zayne Parekh. Parekh waits for his teammates to get onside. No. Just offside. And a stoppage.
I think a little bit lucky for Zayne Parekh as the big rig was coming through the middle of the ice, ready to throw a massive hit on the...
Bring it up ahead to Jake Crawford, who got a touch. Into the corners, Declan Waddick. And Waddick runs into Parekh behind the net. Finding the puck is Cedric Guindon. Dionisio passes into the corner, and Moore will shoot it around. Spirit just trying to keep the puck moving as the attack will try and keep it in, and they do. Just for a moment, Rodwin Dionisio is on it. And as he cuts across to the left side, he'll bring it right into the attack zone. Dionisio taken behind the net. Leaves it for Sima. Back to Dionisio down low. Behind the net, tries to pass in front, and it's covered up here by Carter Jones. Sweep round one. They're off to round number two, the Western Conference semifinal.
A hard-fought series.